left my fucking phone over there. Fuck.
Yo,
sakes.
what the fuck is up, people? We're live. It's your boy Glenn Lawrence.
Phil Foster, what's up?
What's up, man? Where are we at? Where the hell are we?
Yeah, you chilling in the Growthcast studio here, man. So good to see you here in Texas.
We are in Dallas area.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, ish. Yeah, that's
We are in the land of the free and the home of the big titties and big SUVs.
Yeah, it's called the land of double D's and SUVs.
Double D's and
Yeah,
SUVs.
That's what it is right there.
We are live, man.
The land of
Oh, there we go.
He's got his so we kind of like hodgepodge this together, man, because we got Glenn in town, man. It's so great. Yeah. And I'm glad to have you here, man. It's he's quite the giant now in person. You know, I've only seen Glenn across screen or doing work like that, man.
not like a little Cabbage Patch Kid.
No, man, you're a big dude, man. You're a big dude, man. So,
but you know what? We want to do this like live stream, like impromptu live stream with you guys because it's important because we got some things we're working on. You know, we've been talking about doing some things on the side to go mainstream to a degree. We have some plans in the near future. We wanted to share with you, the viewers, what we have planned. Okay. And to start off, let's Phil start it off. What do we have planned? Like with our couple year goal here, we have a plan here.
Yeah. So like the big thing was to get the studio done, man. Jesus God, and we're still. It's still in a work in progress, but like the 2-year plan is it's a big thing. So Glenn and I, we've been working together now for what do you think, about 6 months online?
Yeah,
about that.
Well, since July, bro. Like
yeah,
so a little more than that.
Yeah, so it's actually been a lot longer than 6 months, man. That shows you how fast time flies, man.
Yeah.
And so I met Glenn here through the Dragon Ship and working with him on Thor's channel there, and that's been a great experience. Met a lot of great people, and I think that, moving forward, Glenn and I have a lot of the same ideas when it comes to creating some content. And so Glenn's got an amazing background in video production, man. And so one of the things we came up with was Glenn and I possibly, setting up a video production company. So that's going to be a real neat thing.
That's going to be our major, long run game here is that, we want to be able to produce content that is anti-woke. We don't have to worry about, studios shooting us down for filming anything, because we want to be able to produce real content, positive content that is good for, the community, for men, for just families in general. Overall, we're seeing a lot of this wokeness come out here that is not good for society. It may be good for a demographic of people, but we want to be able to push something that's for everybody, And one way to do it is like we got to rebuild men. And what better way is to have content that comes out that's made by men for men, that's positive for men, and it kind of keeps men back in line. It gives men the pride to be men again.
Yeah, Yeah, that's absolutely imperative, I think. And I think a lot of the red pill topics and a lot of the topics in general when it comes to content creators, those drums have been beaten to where the drum is not even a drum anymore. It's just like, what's the top of a drum called there, Glenn? What's
the head?
Yeah, the head's gone and it's just like the frame,
it's all hollow.
Yeah, it's just done, right? And so that's a good thing. So Glenn and I have been working together for the past few months, and we've put together the Late Night Breakdown podcast.
Yep.
Glenn Lawrence has done all the editing on that, which is amazing. I mean, he's got some skills, but it's been a lot of fun. And if you check that stuff out, it's on both of our channels. I mean, a lot of the takes are quality takes on current events, man, and what the hell's going on.
And we want to give like more of a pulse to the community. And, we're going to be working on producing, conferences, doing all the videography for conferences and, projects for other Red Pill content creators. If they want videography done, we want to be able to put that package out there for them. We want to be a one-stop shop for people that want to have their production done right. They want their editing done right. And what better way to do it is if collaborating two great minds. me being in the film industry and working both in front of the camera and behind the camera, and Phil running the business mind. Phil has a great business mind, and he sees business a way that most people don't see business. And when you add two things like that together,
Yeah.
and you put them together and you merge them together, you're going to have a huge success.
Yeah.
And where I lack in areas with business, Phil thrives in. Where Phil lacks in film and production, I thrive in. When we collaborate together, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this whole thing. And so there's a lot of moving parts that go into this, right? And one of those moving parts is what?
Glenn leaving Cali.
Oh man, is there an asteroid coming?
Like, bro,
A meteor? Is there a meteor about to, in the atmosphere or something?
LA, I love LA. It's my hometown. Born out there, born in Hollywood. But it's time. It's time to relocate. And well, I'm a Cowboys fan right out the gate. Everybody already knows. Everybody knows me, knows I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan for the years, bro. Back in the day since Aikman was out there playing on the field.
Yeah.
So what better place for me to be than I could get season tickets to go see my boys play? Whether or not we go to the playoffs or not is irrelevant, but
Yeah, that's we just kind of ran out of time, but it would have been great to take you over to Jerry's World, man. I mean, that place it's an amazing.
I was there at Frisco when they first built it up. Like, I have a picture of me on the field.
Oh, so you went to the Dallas Star? Where the training camp.
Yeah.
Okay,
went there when they were still building it out there. When I was there, they just finished doing the major corporation. But but being out here, we could collaborate with Purple Pill Podcast.
Oh yeah,
they're out here in Texas. There's a lot of great things that's going to happen coming soon with this collaboration, you guys. We want you guys to stay tuned. We hate to cut this short because this is just a quick little live stream. We were just testing out some of the features of the studio, and we really wanted to get things going. But we want to make an announcement that by the end of this month, or by the end of March, beginning of April, you'll start seeing a whole lot of in-person.
Yeah.
With Phil Foster and Glenn Lawrence, and you're going to see a lot of different things coming out soon.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. I mean, it's going to be good to have you here in Texas, and then a lot of those things that that's why we put this space together. As I got 3 chairs, I've got the desk over there, but I think that getting people in seats and actually discussing things and current topics, guerrilla style, even on the streets, even it's going to be a good time.
You're gonna see a lot of man on the street type of things too.
Yeah, and it's going to be good. So I think that a lot of guys, they're going to benefit from that, and I think there's a lot of potential there. There's the one thing, is just the actionable advice, right? It's like you hear a lot of hindsight. Well, if you would have done this, your life outcomes would have been different, right?
Yep.
Giving that actionable advice before those situations happen to men is important to me. I think that guys need to understand that what befalls them, there's a series of choices that happen before then. And so maybe, when we start working through those things and discussing those things, instead of giving the hindsight, hey, well, if you would have done this different, that wouldn't have happened, putting those things into place. And there's a lot of things about myself that, I'm going to reveal as we progress in that, just like I'm sure you will, man.
Yeah. And, Travis Rivera, I see you, boy. Travis sent a comment in, as a Californian to Texas transplant, welcome back to Texas. Yes, sir. You'll see me out here.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man.
And you're not just going to see the filming side, but there's going to be a whole lot of different things because me being a former bodybuilding competitor and going through a lot of injuries and stuff. Phil Foster has Phil Foster Fitness as well, not just the Growth Cast. Yep. And I'm going to be like the guinea pig here. I'm going to be a live, regular recording in person, like demonstration of watching my transformation get back into prime gear again. Yeah. I think that's going to be fun too. It's going to show people like, look, yes, you could be out of shape, you could be off base a little bit, but you know what? If you're consistent and you have a consistent game plan, you could watch the change. And that I'm going to document that. It's going to be my own little vlog of like me getting back from being where I'm at right now, where I'm not where I want to be, back to being prime ready.
Yeah, man, that's the thing, man. It's just getting tuned back up, man. And the beautiful thing is you've got massive amounts of experience in that realm, man. So I don't think that you're going to have a problem at all. I mean, and I enjoy working around guys that they have some bodybuilding experience or things like that. And it's like, hey man, I got injured, shit happens, and let's move forward. But tuning you back up, man, it's gonna be fun, man. I look forward to it, man.
It's gonna be a good time. But look, you guys, we wanted to touch base with you guys. We want to let you guys know what we have in store. So get ready for what we got. It's gonna be a great. We haven't even named the production company yet. Don't worry, we will work on that.
Yeah.
I still love the Unlovable Productions. I think it's a fucking fabulous name.
Yep.
But we'll see what we got. But stay tuned. We're gonna be producing a lot of stuff out here, and we're excited. We're excited. I came out here at the beginning of the month. We're leaving today, and it's I'm excited to get back out here as soon as we can.
Yeah, and so it's I fed him a steady supply of like quality cigars and quality meals, so I think the hook's set, right?
Oh yeah, dude, like from the barbecue and the cigar lounges, we're good. We're good.
Glenn's gonna survive it, I think, man. And it's been great to have you and your girl out here, man.
Oh, you guys have been an amazing host.
Yeah,
like hands down, amazing host.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. And that's the great thing about the internet, right? Is that when if it wasn't because of the internet, if it wasn't because of YouTube or the Dragon Ship,
yeah,
unless I would have consumed your content or figured out who you were. And let's talk about your channel really quick. Let's talk about consuming content. Let's talk. Why don't you go ahead and lace us up on what's going on to throw this live stream away about watching how you have literally almost tripled your subscriber count in less than 2 weeks. Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about. You can't escape it that easy, man. This is impressive.
So I mean, just finding a pulse of what you're good at. I love the Red Pill content. I believe in it. I speak about it. But I know I'm not smart enough to create anything new. And so there's nothing new under the sun. But the one thing I can be like, I could be consistent with what's the principles of it are, right? And when I see people like taking things out of context and trying to twist them, to pervert it to fit their narrative, I'm the one that will call a spade. I'll pull your card on that, right? And so what I've been doing lately is just making more reaction videos to people attacking like Rolo or people taking things that he says out of context, and then I'm just like, well, hold on, let me call you out here. If you're saying this is not this, and that this could be this, then you're wrong. And it's not like, oh, I have a hard on for Rolo. Like, I appreciate the man. Like,
he's a smart guy.
I had a pleasure meeting him. I've been on Real Zero now twice.
Nice.
Great guys. I love those guys. I look up to all of them. I looked up to all of them for years. So like for me, it's just like, look, I'm not gonna let somebody willingly just taint his stuff. So I've been making just reaction videos to people reacting to him, and for some reason you guys love that shit, and it just boomed right up. You guys like me talking, you guys like me correcting people. I think that's what it is. They like me correcting people, and they love the Late Night Breakdown podcast, what we do. We do this variety show type of podcast, which now in person is going to be even better, because now we can we're breaking that fourth wall. We're breaking the fourth wall. It's going to be in person. It's going to be out there. It's going to be great.
And that's the thing, right? Is just it's like a check valve. Your channel is more like a check valve on reality, right? So you're holding people accountable for the falsification of information that's being put out there.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about it. And I think that's why you're really onto something. And I think that's, man, just keep that up, man. Keep your foot to the floor with that.
Yeah, because I'm not going to create anything new. I'm going to tell you, there's nothing new under the sun, right?
Yeah.
So since there's nothing new under the sun, I'm not going to, create something that's going to have an epiphany and create something new.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that nobody's perverting what's already there.
Yeah.
Like, let's not pervert it. Let's not taint it. Let's keep it true. As long as we keep things true, then things will be good.
Yeah, and that's the reality of life right there. I mean, the information that people are consuming needs to be factual, and so I think you provide a really good base of information for guys that are coming into this space. They're like, whoa, wait a minute here. Maybe I better second guess or take a real hard look at who I'm consuming this content with. Right?
Yeah, like always fact check. Like, I mean, me, like I'm always one of those people that says, okay, check your source.
Yeah.
check the source. You know, if the source is saying something that sounds off, check your source.
Yeah, check it out, man. So definitely swing over to Glenn Lawrence's channel, man. Subscribe to his stuff, man. He's got some great content dropping all the time. Once again, Glenn, it's so great to have you out here in Texas, man. I'm looking forward to you making that transition from California to Texas and watching you grow, man. It's just, this is an awesome thing to be a part of, man. And it's just, man, I'm glad that we have crossed paths and we have a lot of like-minded interests when it comes to this world and this life. And it's great to have guys in your corner that actually walk the walk. They just don't talk it, man.
Yeah, and it's like you want to have your circle tight with people that are going to challenge you.
That's right.
You know, and there's areas in my life that I know that you are definitely already been in the last 5 days. You challenged me in areas. I'm like, okay, cool. I see where the bar's at. I see where I'm not measuring up at. Cool. I'm ready to go. And you know, that's the whole point, right? We got to sharpen each other up. We got to raise each other. To, like, hey man, you're not at the bar yet, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not there. Yeah. And it's okay to call each other out like that because you're doing it out of love. You're doing it out of like, you want to see them succeed.
That's right.
And that's the best way to do it. So
yeah, man. So it's always great when your friends win, cheer them on 100%.
Right.
Support them, support their wins. You can support Glenn too. He started his coaching thing. You've landed a few clients on that, right?
I do. I have a couple clients that I'm doing on my one-on-one consulting because I am a licensed life coach and I'm helping guys just impact. I'm trying to make an impact. I'm not trying to change lives. I'm trying to make you make an impact in your own life and helping you find the tools that you need to find to impact your life in a better way.
Fucking A, man.
So I'm just trying to bring, you know, the Bible says your tongue is a double-edged sword. You can breathe life into people's life or you can speak death.
Oh man.
And you know what? I'm just trying to bring life.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's just, I see you on the way up, man. It's an exciting time for you, man. And I'm glad to, you know, kind of go along for the ride and watch you blow up, man. This is going to be great.
Shit. Phil Foster is not sitting on those sidelines.
No,
talking about he in the trenches.
But it's good to you know that's the one thing about me. Like when I see friends or peers or guys that I talk to or work with winning, man, it's like it fucking motivates me, man.
Yeah.
It's like that dude's doing that. Let me tighten up myself. Let me work on myself a little bit and get dialed back in. Man.
Oh, one thing I want to mention before we sign off though.
Yo.
I want people to, if you guys want to help what we're doing, we have a project coming out. It is the Believe Her documentary.
Yeah.
All right. It's about false allegations. I'm not sure if I have it on my channel yet, but I will have it up. It's the Indiegogo site you guys could go to if you want to help contribute. Contribute whatever you want. If you just want to share the link for other people to contribute, we have a goal. We want to hit $15,000 so we can get everything that we need to cover the cost of people that we want to fly out and do interviews with. These are people that have experienced false allegations. These are law enforcement officials, psychologists that we want to network and talk to. And we want to make this documentary a real thing. And we already got some people solidified in it. I'm going to be directing it, but Phil is going to be the one narrating and do all the interviews. Yeah. So we really want this project to launch off. There's a huge story behind it. And we really want people to see what the impact is that false allegations have on people's lives.
Yeah, and it's something that's real, and this is a tangible thing, and it's very, very important that it's brought to the surface into the light, man. And you know, I think this project, man, is going to be an amazing thing, and I look forward to doing that. I mean, because there's a lot of guys out there getting zeroed out behind lies. Yeah.
And it's not always because you know your wife left you or you're divorced. Sometimes you're getting zeroed out over a false allegation that you didn't even do anything over.
Yeah, you can't have that, man.
No.
So once again, Glenn, it's been great to have you here. I look forward to you transitioning from California to Texas, and you're welcome in my home anytime, man. And that's it, man. You can find Glenn at Glenn Lawrence Presents. You can find him on YouTube. You can find him all over social media. You can find me at philfosterfitness.com and philfoster_.
Growthcast.
The Growthcast on YouTube. And with that, man, we're going to sign off.
Yeah. Deuces. Have a great Sunday, you guys.
Later, man.
Now go watch, Rational Male. He's on for the next 4 or 5 hours. Sorry, Rollo, I had to say it. You know you're going to be on for 4 or 5 hours, but